back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Throwing, Jones. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach, new quarterback. And this rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Jones. Now he'll go deep down the middle.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Back to throw again.
They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
To throw again on second down, Jones.
And he'll flip this out to Huntley.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Tanner Muse drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. From the gun, Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Not much there, only a yard.
This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Huntley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a give, right side. Huntley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Ballantyne to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson,
he'll drop this down to Coleman.
and they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's now 3rd and 11.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 43-yard line.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
A pass caught there by Nixon.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second down, Huntley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
On the run, it's Huntley.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got the connection here to Bourne. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On third down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get this to Coleman.
Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
So a strong showing so far in this third quarter, and now they're poised to move in front.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they were very slow to get into the flow of the game, and while puzzling, it does happen from time to time. They're certainly in the flow now. Zero doubt about that.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception.
Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one into the hands of Nixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw, Jones. Open man is Bourne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Trey Nixon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. That's caught, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Huntley. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They go again with Huntley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. To throw is Jones. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see it. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Finding Herndon here on the completion. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll run with Coleman on first down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. They will run again with Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play